We have a game to wrap up.
Okay, great.
It's which sister. So we're gonna ask a few questions.
Oh, like where you like go like this?
Yeah.
You probably say it out
you
loud
can say
because
it
this
out
is a
loud 'cause
podcast.
it's a
Yeah.
podcast.
Oh yeah. Good point. Good point. I'm so used to seeing the TikTok thing, you know, where they
People,
they
it's on
tilt their
YouTube
heads.
too. People will watch on YouTube.
Yeah.
this
Okay.
Podcast. Okay. So who is funnier?
Okay, thank you.
Well, you had to say it.
Erin, sorry.
Oh, Erin. She's like, I'm gonna hate
But
having
Sarah
to actually
is
say her name out loud.
surprisingly like really holds her own. It's very funny.
Thank
Surprisingly
you.
holds her
So
own.
kind.
I'm just kidding because she leans into more like being hot and like, and I lean more into being funny, but she is actually really funny.
Yeah. That's so. Is that a compliment or I
Yeah.
can't tell? Okay. Thank you.
I think it's a compliment. Who is cooler?
I mean, Sarah was definitely cooler growing up. Who's cooler now?
You
could say yourself.
I don't think you're like not cool, but neither am I. I don't like. I don't know.
neither of us are
I
cool.
really.
You
I
have to
feel,
pick one.
Oh,
One
All right, fine, I'll
person's
pick
cool.
myself.
Yeah.
well, then
Fair
I'll
enough.
pick myself.
Okay, great. Split decision. Who is the problem solver? So say something awry.
Honestly, I think I am.
Whoa.
Bold.
Okay, so does it count problem solving if you're also the person who created the problem?
No,
I'm just
because
gonna
the
give
next question would be who gets in more trouble. So
I'll give it to Sarah.
Oh, you get in more trouble.
No, the earlier one.
Oh, okay.
Problem solver.
Problem
Just because
solver.
Sarah
Thank you, that's-
apologizes more than I do.
Yeah.
So we get into fights a lot, but she's always the first to apologize
Okay.
because she's usually wrong.
You get into fights with each other?
I'm a
Yes.
good person.
how often do you guys fight with each other?
Every day. Right?
She has so many issues. We don't fight every day. What are you talking about?
I mean, we're fighting right now.
This is
Well,
not
now
fighting.
and
That's
it's also like now you're gonna get to
bicker.
what's your definition of a fight?
Yeah, exactly.
Like Julia,
Yeah.
we're missing.
No,
that
I don't know.
here.
We fight a lot, but we always like figure it out and make up.
Yeah. What's the longest you guys have gone without talking to each other in a fight?
Oh, we don't really go stretches of time.
I think that's
days.
super dangerous to go because we're both very stubborn.
Yeah, a couple days probably. Usually
Well, maybe
we
when we were younger, longer, but I would say a couple days.
yeah, when we've gotten into fights and then we like run into each other somewhere.
Right.
And then you
That's
have
so
to
awkward.
say hi
You're
to
like,
each
this is
other.
awkward. This is my sister.
That's my sister.
Not even a friend. You're like, oh, hi, sis.
Oh, we'll go to the gym and one of the people will be like, "Oh, your sister's over there." I'm like, "Cool. Well, I don't want to go in that room."
Yeah, they're like definitely run into each other at the gym like 6 times after a fight when we're not speaking.
That's so funny.
I love
It's
it.
very awkward.
Who texts who more?
Huh. Maybe I text you more.
Oh, really?
I think so.
I'm a FaceTimer.
Yeah.
I'm a maybe I FaceTime more. She texts
Yeah.
more.
Big FaceTime girl. Who gossips more?
Sarah.
Probably me.
Yeah.
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 Who is more high maintenance?
I think me.
Oh, I was gonna say me.
Oh, great.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
I'd love to give it to
Erin.
you. Okay, I'd love to give it to you. I think I'm just more particular. Like I'm more like difficult in like.
You know what? The more you say it, yeah, you. Yeah. It's like I don't
I'm
get.
affected by like variables.
Okay.
You know, like
Yeah.
at a restaurant or
And
something.
you like
You won't
take
eat the fast
time-
food.
No.
Yeah,
That's-
I'm much more like
Right.
yeah.
Like if one thing goes wrong,
Particular.
the whole night is ruined.
Yes,
kind of thing. Yeah.
exactly.
And you like take time to get ready. You do your makeup, your hair. I don't do that stuff.
That's true.
So
Fair
Erin
enough.
Erin wins.
Yeah. Final question is who's the bad cop and who's the good cop?
Oh, like in what scenarios? Just in life?
Just in life. I feel like there's always like, who would you say with us?
I'm trying to think of like
Good
maybe
cop.
if there's like family outside of you guys, like
Oh, I'm bad
who's
cop.
like good
Who's
cop.
Sarah's
In
not the bad cop.
foster
Sarah's the
family.
criminal. I am the good cop, and Sarah is the criminal. There is not a cop when it comes to family. She is straight up just taking people down, shots everywhere.
What are like
Shots
foster
fired.
family dinners like when
Shots
like
fired.
everyone gets together? I feel like it's got to be awesome.
Well, the group of people is always evolving, you know,
Yeah.
because there's always people coming into the family, coming out of the family. So it's always growing. But I mean, listen, we try, I think we have a very, very unconventional family structure. And so we as adults have really tried to lean into creating as much normalcy as possible for all the kids growing
Yeah.
up. And so we really try to push like family Sundays and like, you know, Shabbat dinners at my house with my husband and like and like park days and like just we try to create normalcy because, you know, there's a lot of like
important,
confusing
for sure.
dynamics for the kids and like and a lot of people.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Well, that's really nice. I like that a lot.
Yeah, and I feel like it must be kind of fun in some way, even though it's changing a lot. It's different, but it's like your guys' is.
It's funny. Sometimes I'm
It
like,
is.
I'm so jealous. Like as I get older, I'm like, I'm jealous of people with like normal families, with like parents that are married, tons of siblings, tons of cousins, together all the time, big families. Like I find myself now more being like, oh, I wish I had that. I'm jealous of that. But the truth is, like, what we have is amazing. You know, we really have a family that loves each other and that supports each other and that would be there for each other no matter what, even though it looks.
And it
you
makes
have
you
it,
guys
like,
you.
You can create that for your younger generation.
I know, and that
too,
was
right?
what I intended, and I'm like, oh, I'm fucking that up too. I'm like, oh, should I be giving them more siblings? It's just
Right,
the two.
right.
You know, you're always like questioning, like, am I fucking up my kids? And I
But
probably
think
am.
we are really lucky. We have a great family. We have a lot of great people that we can like rely on, and having a big family is really fun, and getting to work with your sister is fun, and like all the kids being together, like my husband's niece and nephews, like they play with Sarah's kids, and they get really excited about the concept of like having cousins,
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
because it's like we didn't grow up like living in the same city as cousins, and like that idea is so kind of like old-fashioned like family that we just didn't grow up with that kind of family. So that kind of stuff, like we really try to give to the kids. It's really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're
that
lucky.
is nice. I always feel like such a loser because my parents have been together for 30 years and it's very just normal ass family. And sometimes I'm like, you know, just if I had like a little bit more of an edge,
drama.
you know, like just a little more drama. I mean,
You have plenty
we have
of drama.
plenty
She's
of
been
family.
like the most Long Island, New York, Italian
family
Oh,
drama.
heaven.
Cousins are always fighting,
My
and
dad-
an aunt always hates another aunt or an
Oh,
uncle.
no,
or like,
and they all live down the block from each other.
Yes.
And my dad dropped me off at the airport the other day. Well, I don't live at home still, but I went home for Mother's Day, and then he dropped me off at the airport.
judgment.
And the 30-minute ride there, the entire time, he just gossiped to me about what's going on in the family, and it's just drama nonstop. But at the end of the day, I'm like, it is nice that they're
Yeah.
together. It's great.
Yeah, I
Wait,
think
I
like
love
having a spicy
that.
family. We have a spicy family in a different way than like the Italian, you know, New Jersey family.
Yeah.
But I think that's always fun to have like a lively family, you know, like it's a lot better than kind of two snoozy parents that like don't care about what's going on in your life and you can't communicate with. Like we have cool parents. We have like really fun, great parents that are like interesting and cool and hang out with our friends and like we can bring anywhere and like that's cool.
Yeah, definitely.
It's true. But oh my God, a family of like 50, like doesn't that sound fun?
No,
We'll get to it.
it sounds so
No,
hard to plan like a Thanksgiving.
Yeah. My mom has like 40 first cousins.
Guys,
so.
the grass is not always greener on the other side.
I
The
feel like that's
grass
what we
is
learned.
greener where you water it.
Yes.
That's beautiful.
Oh, beautiful.
I feel like,
Just
end,
wanted to, like-
end on that note. I feel like this whole thing has been a great conversation about so many different aspects of life, and that's a beautiful way to end it.
But let's plug the podcast
Yeah.
again before
Oh,
we
yeah.
end.
Okay, the world's first podcast. You can find it anywhere that you can listen to podcasts. Please subscribe. I just want people to know, and you guys know this, how much it like helps someone when they do subscribe. Even if
Yeah.
you
Or just
subscribe and never
listen.
listen to it,
Yeah.
like we'd really appreciate it because we just started, and
That's what I say to my friends all the time. I'm like, they're like, how can I help? I'm like, you don't have to listen to 1 minute of our show, but just subscribe.
Just subscribe to it.
It would
It's
just
true.
we'd appreciate it, and just know that like we're very involved in everything we do. So anytime anyone buys something from Favorite Daughter, like we watch the sales come in, we get excited. We're like, okay, do you know that person? Do you know that person? Like, no, it's not even a friend of ours. It's just like a random person that
Yeah.
likes this
That's
clothes.
me buying your
these clothes,
jeans.
and that made us. It like feels really good, and so I think we just want people to know that anything that we're involved in, we are like hands-on involved in, and all of it is like meaningful and important to us. And like people write us, you know, oh, I want to get these jeans, but I'm 5'2". Which ones are the best for this body type? And we respond to people, and we have conversations, and they send us photos, and then we like help them. Like we are very, you know, involved in everything we do, and all of it is like matters to us. So we want everyone to know
the
that.
podcast,
so
it's
that they
exciting.
can-
It really is like a combo of our like crazy ass relationship and us answering questions and, you know, just talking about our personal experiences, but then talking to people who know shit that we want to know more about. Right. So it really
definitely.
is just like a different.
Really is the world's first podcast.
It really is.